So now that we have all our markings in our muslin, so remember the same thing that we do to the front, we're gonna do to the back. So I'm just going to explain one part, and then the next part for the back, we'll do the same thing, right? So once I finish draping, then I start marking, right? From the center front to my princess, 1 1/4 in between of the darts, and then I mark my hip to my side seam, and then of course I mark the length. Remember that is the first ring on the cage. So what's next? Once I have all my markings, then I'm gonna compare my dart placement on the center front. So I'm gonna come to my chart, and I look for the front dart placement, and it's 3 inches. And then if I come here, I'm off like about 1/8 of an inch. So, but don't worry about it, it's easy to fix. It's an easy fix. So I have 3 inches. That's my oh, I have red. So I have my marking. So this is my front dart placement. So then my darts is there 3/4 of an inch, the darts. So now at this point, we're going to remark the 3/4 of an inch, right? So I'm going to mark 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to mark 3/4 of an inch. And so this is my first dart. And then in between is 1 1/4. And then this 3/4 of an inch. So the length of the darts, they're 3.5 on the front and 5.5 on the back. So what I'm gonna do, because the darts, they have to look even on the front, even though the waist curves a little bit, and we need both of the darts to be exactly the same. So let me see, let me check again to see the length of the darts, but I'm pretty sure is, I'm sorry, I should have this ready, but just forgot the length of the darts. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's 3.5 on the front and 5.5 on the back. So for my center front marking, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna mark 3 1/2. So that's 3 1/2. So then I'm gonna square on the front, and the square is going to be, you know, just right below my darts. I think I should use a darker pen so you guys can see, because you guys won't be able to see these markings. Okay, so I'm gonna mark the 3.5 from the center front, and I'm gonna square off my center front. So on my darts, I need to find the center of the dart intake. My darts are 3/4, so the center is at 3/8, right? So I'm gonna square from my line I'm gonna square 3/8 of an inch, so that's going to be my my center. 3/8. So that's the center of my dart. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the next one. 3/8, square off my guideline. 3/8. So that's my center. So now I'm gonna draw my dart legs. I'm gonna draw my dart legs. I'm gonna go a little longer on my line than what I need. Okay. So there's one dart. Push up this point a little higher. That's 3/4. So now I'm going to mark, I'm going to make my dart. 1, 2. So now I have my 2 darts, and I have my guideline, 3/8, 3.5 inches on the center front, and then I have equalized my darts. Remember, the measurement from the center front to the princess on my measuring chart is 3 inches. So that's my dart placement. 1 1/4 in between the darts. So now I just need to fix my hip line. On my hip line, I draw my line on my dress form completely, but I'm gonna ignore that one. It's just a guideline. I should not done it, but you know. So now I'm going to try to find a curve that matches that one, right? Because this is a funny curve, so it looks flat to me. So I'm gonna try to mimic it. So I'm gonna come from the hip line side seam to my waist, right? Waist side seam. And it seems like I like the 17. It is not, it's just how we need it, right? It's not just the curve, it's how you need that curve. So I'm gonna mark from this point to my waist marking. So I'm gonna start on 17. I'm gonna end at 9. So remember that here on this point we did 17. So when we go to the back, we're going to share the same point, not measurement, the same point. Alrighty. So now I already have my waist perfected. My darts balance. My guideline is 3.5 inches from the center front, from my waist right here, 3.5, and then I square a line just right below my darts, and I have my hip completed. So we're going to do the same thing to the back.